Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. I just left the other job site. The guys were finishing up getting the front sidewalk ready. So I came over here to this driveway. You can see how it's just deteriorating. It's about 25 years old. All the joints are crumbling. Besides the joints, the driveway itself's in pretty decent shape. So we're going to go ahead and tear this out. We're leaving the sidewalk. We're just going to power wash it and seal it. We're leaving the rear sidewalk as well. Same thing, just a power washing and sealing. I got some, pretty big trees right over it. The leaves just fall and turn the concrete black. So all this comes out. We're going to saw cut it right at the base of the man door there and clean that edge up. But the threshold's in good shape, the sill's in good shape. That'll all stay good there. Got a sprinkler head, so we need to watch out for that. Sprinkler head, I don't see anything else. Oh, there's one right there. All right, I'll get the machine off and get started. Okay, demo's going really good. They had probably 10-foot rebar pinned into the frost wall of the house. So I'm just pulling those away, breaking them up and trying to separate the rebar. Where we're dumping this, they prefer no steel. So we just break it up, toss it aside. This truck is about full. So I'll pull this down on the street while I'm waiting on Tom to get back with the other truck. Okay, I'm going to work at this a little bit longer. I can't get the rebar out of these pieces, and this chunk here is the same. It has some rebar in it, so I'll push them aside. I'll haul these to a different place, and I'll keep going with this debris. It's coming out real clean. I'd say I'm about halfway. 4 loads. I was guessing 8 loads for this driveway. I'll probably be right around probably 10. So it's a guess. Camera's about dead, so I'll put you on time lapse until it runs out, and I'll see you in the morning. So last night demo went really well. There was a little bit of rebar up at the house, very little wire in it, so it came apart real easy. I'm gonna leave the apron and this first approach pad in while we pour up top. That'll help me get the mixers in here, make the turn, and we'll pour up top, and then we'll rip this out and keep going. So last night, while I was finishing up, it started downpouring. We got probably over an inch of rain last night. So Tommy and I just got here, and I came up here and scraped all the muck up and all the silt that was laying underneath here. So we got that cleaned up. We're down to solid. A little bit more back drag in here. I want to get this tightened up a little bit. But now we have good slope coming away from the house, as well as cross slope to the driveway. You can see how muddy it is. Look at my tracks, just all gummed up. So I'll clean up down here, and I'll just do some back dragging. Tom's bring his load of limestone, and we'll put a dusting on here. It's real solid. It's just muddy, slimy on top. So we'll get this cleaned up and get some forms in, shooting to pour this tomorrow. Tomorrow is our only nice sunny day this week. So we got to get this whole driveway done. So I just took a little bit more silt out. I have a nice little stockpile down there at the street down there. This is tightening up real good. So what I want to show you that I think is very important, all my sub base has some slope on it. It's all sloping away from the house and then this way. So we'll put our gravel limestone base for the concrete down, and water that filters into that will still follow the pitch of this dirt. It's not all just going to lay underneath there. We want all that sub base to drain. So everything's going to come this way and drain right to the street. In this case, they have under drainage right beside that road, so it'll go right into there and to storm sewer or a sediment pond somewhere. So the guys are on their way with some lumber. We'll get set up here and start prepping this. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the guys to get here, we don't want to leave them with a big mess. So I just take my shovel about 4 inches back, cut that edge. You can cut it into about 2 or 3 footers. And then you just grab it and you pull it back a little bit. It's pretty wet. If this was dry, it would stay real nice. Now we'll put our form in here, pull our form. We can put that grass back in. No landscaping needed. Okay, the guys got here with lumber. So that's a 2% drop from the door sill to sidewalk. We'll continue that over, continue it on. Our goal is to be ready up to this cut right here for morning. We want to pour this first round, end it, and then afternoon, late morning, start here to the street. So we got a lot to do. Talk to you soon. Okay, that's how we'll leave it for tonight. This is 10 yards right here, so we'll pour that. Once he gets out of here, we'll pull number 2 in. A little bit less, probably 9 yards, but I'll just get 10 yards to make sure we have it, and we'll be poured up to there. No problem tomorrow morning. So we got our cones on top of the wire. I think I'll pull that inside, and that's how we're going to leave it for tonight. See you in the morning. Panic set in. I couldn't find the camera. I thought I rushed out of the house and forgot it, but I didn't. So mixer's here, putting the rebar wire in place. Steve's putting our little stubbies in the holes. We put those underneath the wire. We don't like the concrete locked around them. We just want to set on there. This is all real solid ground. Nothing is going to sink. And I can say that with confidence. All right, we'll get this one poured. Talk to you soon. Really well, 2 trucks, that's 20 yards. We probably used about 18.5 yards. He's got a little bit left, he'll just take back to the plant. We're just doing some cleanup. These are tricky as far as cleanup goes, so we just keep it all real tight to the driveway and we'll rake it in as we're cleaning up at the end of the day. So a couple minutes, this will be ready to hit. As soon as he gets out of here, I'm going to tear out the concrete pad and the apron and get round 2 ready to go. I didn't realize the bush was right in the camera. Okay, just a little bit of cleanup here. You can see, you know, 2 trucks coming in, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What it's doing to the sub base. So we'll clean this up. I brought another load of stone in one truck, and we brought another truck for demo. So we'll get that underway shortly. Whenever we were straight edging this last pad, this has a roll to it. So as you noticed, I pulled these all straight out, and this last pad we brought it this way, giving it a slight roll, and we'll continue that roll right across here all the way to the street. We don't want this real peaky like that. We want just a nice gentle roll right into the turnaround. Matt and Jim are doing cut layout, so we string them the whole way through. And you can either snap it or you can saw it back and forth, and that'll leave a line in there too. If you snap it, sometimes it goes crooked on an arc.
Snap yours.
Jim will snap his side, and there you go.
Play it right here for a sec.
So holding on that. Yeah, I'm good. Now I'm good. And the same thing. Straight down. Little saw action. And Jim will snap. Good. Okay, I just dumped about 6 tons of 2B limestone. I just want a nice dusting on top of here. A lot of stone left from the original pour. This will help bring us up to grade, as well as a little fresh base. Never can hurt. Okay, the driveway is just about ready for concrete. The guys are doing real good up here. Concrete's setting up nice. A little bit more brooming right there. Tom and Steve are coming down the joints. We'll get a guy on number 3 joint. Jim's taking care of the edge. Maybe I'll join in and help. Our next round of trucks are showing up. We're going to get this driveway poured. One thing I wanted to point out, this is a pretty steep downhill driveway. So we ran some rebar up underneath this first pad, sort of to anchor it to the hillside. That way we won't see a separation here. If any of you guys have driveways on hillsides, let me know if I'm right about that. So we'll be tied together there, tied together all the way down to the bottom, resting against that curb. A good driver takes it real wide. They'll pull up, maybe do a back up, and then pull right up the driveway without touching our forms at all. We're about 14 feet wide down there. Take your time, get in position. But hurry up. Okay, we're just about done with all the finishing. Whenever the driveway meets the street, we call this our curb edger. It has a groove 6 inches in. Just leaves a real nice curved look to finish it off. Opening up the joint. So here's where you want to do a blend. You don't want to see a line here in our return tool cut. So time it where this corner just touches right there. Like so. When you have to, throw that finger out there, a little bit of pressure down, slow and flat. Got our corner cuts. Whenever a tire runs over here and breaks this corner, these are protected. You notice during the pour, we had 2 rebar going in there. It'll break, but it'll hold it together. It'll never move. Never. Hardly never. Last final bit. That's why we use 6-inch edgers. We can take a knee board, put in that space, and clean that all up. No need to re-broom. The homeowners went on vacation 3 days ago. They're due back tomorrow. Hope they like it. I just finished putting the sealer on the driveway. It's drying real fast. Forms are off. Now you can see we're just taking the chunks of grass, refitting right against the driveway. A couple weeks that'll all grow in and look real nice. Our Y cuts for protection. I didn't even break a sprinkler head. Usually I rip them right out. Huh, Jim? So this is how we leave it up here. This is all just fluffed in. It'll need raked out and reseeded. It's just really wet. And come around here, and that's what it looks like from up top. A lot of concrete on the ground today. What a surprise. They got rain coming in tonight for tomorrow, all day tomorrow. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. That's why this was such a push to get done today in one day. Anything else? I think that's about it. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. See you on the next one.